If I've learned anything from modern gaming, it's that I love watching numbers get bigger. And what's something that always gets bigger? Time. I mean, it doesn't really get bigger. I mean, maybe until midnight, then it starts at 0 again. But you know what I mean. And basically, every time we click, we add a second. Look, we've already added 20 seconds onto the day. So basically, we just need to click a load of times, and then we can start unlocking some of these things down the left-hand side. So I've got to click 100 times. Click as fast as I can. There we go. Whew. And then just like I discovered editing is for chumps, clicking is also for chumps. I don't want to do that. So let's unlock a sundial because that will give us 1 time buck every single second. Oh, for some reason, it's actually giving us 2 every second. I am not going to complain about that though. Anyway, look, we're already up to 2 minutes and 7 seconds. And if I click as well, we can make it go even faster until we have enough time bucks to spend on our second thing. Also, do you see that bar down the bottom? That unlocks these bubbles that we can pop. 400 time bucks every single time. So now we've got 2,000 time bucks. We've progressed time over 4 minutes, but of course we need to go further. So let's unlock an hourglass. So that now gives us 12 time bucks every single second. So let's buy another hourglass as well. Do a little bit more clicking. And then I guess I should probably spend some of these on the sundial. I feel like though I'd rather click and then get another hourglass. 20 a second now. So we're up to 32 a second, which means we can actually afford a few more of these sundials. So we're now getting 4 time bucks every single second from those. Let's get up to 5. And then as well as clicking, we're doing good. Oh, the bar down the bottom just went. This is where we make our cash, isn't it? So another hourglass, another few sundials, a load more clicking, another sundial. And suddenly we're making 50 every single second without even clicking. So if I do my best to click as fast as I can. Oh, I came off the clock. Now, that does actually add fat stonks. And even better, the bar down the bottom, that really does progress, which means 400 every single time. Does 5 of those? So that's like 2,000.
Quick maths.
Decent. Anyway, we need to try and unlock the water clock. That'll get us 120 time bucks every single second. For now, though, let's just keep upgrading my hourglass and my sundial. Yeah, that was a hell of an increase from 50 to 73. That actually is not bad. I am gonna click these as fast as I can though. Just be a pneumatic drill. Vibrate. There we go. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. We're up to 4,000. I reckon another couple of hourglasses, another few sundials there. Look, we're nearly on 100 a second now. We've progressed like 13 minutes in game, but I've only been recording for 5 minutes. What is this witchcraft? Right, anyway, lots of clicking. Oh, there you go. More hourglass, more sundial. What is this arrow down the side? What if I click that? Ooh, increase the power of clicks by 2 times. So does that cost 15? Oh, so does that mean every time I click, I get 2? Oh, I should have been investing in that because now I get 16 for every click. Oh, and look, we get these as well. Boost, 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 boost. Like, oh, this is way better. So what's the other thing? 1,000 to add plus 50% clock speed. Oh, so is this how fast time goes? And that determines how much cash we get. So if I do 50% clock speed, is that going any faster? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it is. Look, the number of seconds is going up by like, well, twice as fast. So if I do that, this should go up by like 4. Yeah, it is, sort of. Most of the time, it's sort of going up by 3 or 4. Okay, nice. Combine that with clicking, and then we are making some stonks. Right, nice. Let's buy another couple of hourglasses. Keep those going. Vibrate. We're about to get the unlock. Yes. Boosh, 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 boosh. So that put us up to 5,000 time bucks. I reckon if I'm just going to ignore that. Now I'm going to try and unlock the water clock. Oh man, this is actually quite a lot of clicking. Should I just get the auto clicker unlocked? Right, as we pass the 2-hour mark, I feel like it is worth knowing, like, the sort of the strain. So that, oh, look, I've done 1,000 clicks. Ah, my wrist. Feels like I've done 1,000 clicks. Yeah, I feel like it's good to do things manually, just so, like, you appreciate stuff a bit more. Like, appreciate the auto clicker a bit more. Anyway, water clock unlocked. Well, what is that? A water? I've never actually seen a water clock before. It looks like a big drill. I assume, though, does, like, water, like, run down or something? It takes a minute. I don't know. My thought is it works like an hourglass, but rather than sand, it's water. Maybe. Anyway, I'm going to try and resist the auto clicker for as long as I can, but I am going to increase the power of my clicks by 2. So now, oh, 32 every single click. That is good. That is really good. What isn't good? 46,000 to unlock the next time of that. So probably not worth it. What is worth it though, I reckon? Let's get another water clock. So now 240 time bucks a second from that. Oh, nice. We got these things as well. If I spend 10,000, I can get plus 15% from those bubbles. I'm going to do that. Plus 15. What? 1 million? for the next upgrade of that. What? Are you mental, game? That's a bit excessive, isn't it? Right, anyway, we'll keep clicking. And then, so what does that go up to? So it's 240 a second at the moment. It goes up to 360. Okay, so that does add quite a lot. If I do the hourglass, it goes from 110 to 120. Yeah, so hourglass not really worth doing anymore. I mean, yes, every little helps. Oh, I'm getting 500 a second. Oh, here we go. Let's click these. 632. 15% increase is insane. By the way, we've just passed 5 hours. That's technically how long we've been playing. Every single click I do, it passes the time forward 32 seconds. All right, my wrist is going now. I'm getting old. I don't have the stamina I used to. Don't take that out of context. Anyway, this little guy is going to help us progress time massively. So I've set her down to 1 millisecond, which means if I just press F6, oh boy, that's what I like to see. Okay, and now we're up to 52,000, which means we can increase the power of our clicks by 2 times. Combined with the auto clicker, every click gives us 64. So, oh wow, every click is passing us forward a minute. We've got these things to unlock. They get us some fat cash. And by cash, I mean time bucks, of course. But look at the time progressing. It's like a proper time lapse. Anyway, we'll keep going on that. And then, oh, actually, to increase by 2 times, 234,000. That's a lot of thousands. I'm going to add, I think, 50% clock speed because that affects all of these, doesn't it? I can add another couple of water clocks. I may as well invest in all of them, to be honest. 755 per second. And then combined with every click, that's working well. Let's auto click these. They get us 953 now. Decent. And actually, I'm wondering, how did they go up to 953? Is that because I did the 50% clock speed? Let's unlock it again and see if that is the case. So we'll keep clicking. I'm so glad I'm not clicking this manually, by the way. Like we're just coming up to a date that it's our first date. No, look, they're still worth 956. Interesting. But yeah, to get to a date, it took a whole lot of upgrading, which didn't really satisfy. Oh look, 1200 now. Okay, so something to do with the time bucks must be a percentage of like what you're getting a second, which is now 1,011 a second. That's quite a lot of time bucks. So that's going up by 1,000 every second. If I click as well, yeah, I feel like clicking's probably adding about another 1,000 on as well. So yeah, also clicker doubling what I've got, so that's pretty good. The next unlock, by the way, hang on, let's just click all those. It's called a fire clock. What the hell is a fire clock? It gives us 1,000 time bucks per second though. So now I've saved up over 100,000. I think that's well worth the investment. Fire clock. What? Oh, is it? It's just a candle, isn't it? It's just a candle. I've seen like the sort of advent calendar clocks where like you burn it for a day. So I guess it's similar sort of concept. Anyway, we're now getting 2,000 a second, which is pretty nice. I can afford another fire clock. So that will, yeah, that's put us up to 3,000 a second. My clicking isn't actually adding that much, but I think, yeah, my click mostly does the thing along the bottom. So yeah, although I do get time from it, the main thing I gain is unlocking these 3,800. Oh, that's quite beastie. Decent. Right, let's add another fire clock. Let's keep clicking. We really want to fill up that bar along the bottom again because that is cash. So what are they worth now? 5,000. Oh, yes, please. All right, so I'll keep clicking these. 60 seconds every single click. Hang on, let's slow down. Let's unlock another fire clock. Yeah, because look, now these are worth 6,000. Oh, I'm so glad I did that because it all adds up. It all adds up. I will add another fire clock. That's another 1,000. So we're up to 6,012 a second. That's without my clicking, without these bonuses. The next upgrade, though, is 150,000. I don't know if it's worth doing now or whether I should just save up for the next one. Because look, we're nearly there. 250,000 we need. We can get a metronome, which adds 5,000 time bucks a second. Oh, although over here, I can finally afford these two things. Doubling my clicks would be quite good. Although, is it that good? Because I think we learned I was getting about 1,000 for my clicks per second. So that will just got to 2,000, which isn't really a lot when you consider 6,000 a second, like passively. I reckon let's just get the metronome. So yeah, now we're up to 11,000 a second. That's pretty good. I can afford another metronome. Okay, let's get another metronome. We've just unlocked those. 20,000 per click. Oh boy, time is flying now. This is literally like I'm in my 30s. Like, time is flying. Let's get another metronome on the go. We'll add some clicks. The clicks really don't do a lot, do they? These add a crap ton, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, we're getting 20,000 a second now. Okay, so I've got 600,000. Let's do the clicks. Let's do the 50% clock speed as well. Oh yeah, look how fast that's going. Okay, so metronome now. And then when I click 128 seconds, so we're skipping 2 minutes for every single click. Look at that time fly. Right, and then these things, 32,000. That's a whole lot of time. It really is. Right, we're actually nearly up to 1 million already. In fact, I can afford the round wall clock, a classic. So let's click on that. That gives us 10,000 time a second. So up to 36,000 every single second. And combined with my clicking and combined with these, which give us 45,000 a second, we've got 1 million in the bank. So what do I want to do with these? What's the best one to do? I'm sort of thinking like doubling now, it might actually be worth it. Or do I just keep adding clocks? Now let's increase my click. So we're doing 256 every single click. So that is, I think that's adding a fair amount. I don't think it's worth doing, if I'm honest, even with the auto clicker. But 50% clock speed, definitely worth doing, particularly if I combine with another round wall clock, because that's another 10,000 a second. We're up to 46,000 time bucks a second. When we unlock them, 58,000. We've spent 4 days in this game. Right, before that bar fills up, let's get the 15% time bucks from these bubbles. So what are they worth now? 65,000. Lovely jubbly. We'll save up for another round wall clock. There we go. We're now getting 56,000 a second. These are worth 80,000 now. Oh, look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. This game does numbers right, I will say that. Yeah, look at the maths as well. I can see adding another round wall clock. I think that just adds... Does that add 10,000 on for 1.1 million? If we save up 3 million, the alarm clock adds 120,000. How many unlocks are there? Oh boy. Oh boy. Is that a knob monster from Minecraft? I don't know. Anyway, I've got enough millions just from scrolling these that we can actually afford the alarm clock. So if we add 120,000 time bucks a second, that's going to pretty much triple our income. So 176,000 a second. Get the auto clicker on as well. So what are these worth now? 250,000. We're up to 4.5 million. Okay, another alarm clock. I'll add another round wall clock and a metronome and a fire clock. Let's just go back and like unlock these a little bit. I'm using the auto clicker to add them. Oh, time bucks. Right, these are now worth 500,000. Not bad. We're getting 350,000 a second. Let's do 50% clock speed. So the time is literally flying by. Add another alarm clock. Get the auto clicker going. I really don't think the auto clicker adds anything, to be honest. I mean, to be fair, what it does do, it adds these, which are pretty good. But like 5.8 million to increase the power of my clicks. I mean, 512 time bucks every single click. I guess it's not to be sniffed at. I just feel like it doesn't actually add a lot though. Like I'm better off adding 50% clock speed. Like look at that hand flying. Look at it fly. And then I'm better off adding like alarm clocks and round clocks. So now we're on 730,000 a second. Each one of these is worth 1 million. Oh, decent. Another alarm clock, please. And then we keep clicking until... There we go. 1.2 million now. Not bad. Oh, look how much the next alarm clock costs. Nice. Thing is though, I feel like I'm better off saving up for the square wall clock. Square? Why would you make it square? At least make it triangle or knob shaped. All right, anyway, square wall clock, 40 million time bucks this costs. Boosh. But we're guessing, it won't even tell me what we'll get in a second now. The game's like, nah, that number's too big. I can't read that out. But combined with my clicking, it's pretty decent. What do these get? 3.3 million. Not bad. I'm going to add another square wall clock. Not going to lie, I kind of wish the game would tell me what I'm getting in a second now. I just have to guess. All I know is big number. These get us 5.5 mil. Let's increase the clock speed. That is always a good thing to do. Add another square wall clock. Increase our clicks by 2 times. So we're doing 1,000 for every click now. Yeah, that's pretty decent. What are these worth? 7.6 million. Nice. Let's add 15% onto them. It's only going to cost us a measly 100 million. Chump change, mate. Right, we've now spent over a fortnight in this game. 16 days have passed, but look how fast the clock's spinning. Oh, look how much the square wall clock costs. Everything costs like decent amounts now. I'm gonna have to buy all of it. Right, nice. These are worth 17 million per pop now. Not bad. Right, now I can increase my Should I do the power of my clicks? 1.46 mil or the clock speed? Now let's do clock speed. Oh my goodness, look at it spinning like anything. Boosh. Right, let's get to 1.46 and then get that unlocked. Nice. So now these are worth 2,000 per click. We've been playing the game for 25 days. That's a lot of days. Anyway, we've nearly got the 500 mil we need for the timer. That's going to add 50 million time bucks per second. So let's do that. And then... Look at the number. It's so big. And then, oh, look, we got 1 billion. We have 1 billion. So we'll add another timer for another 50 mil a second. And then another timer. And then another timer. And we'll click a little bit more. And then when that bar fills up, these are going to be worth stonks. Ready? 419 million. Oh, boy. Right, I think I'll increase clock speed. Oh, I can do that twice. I'll do my clicks as well. So my clicks are now worth 4,000 time bucks a second. Let's add another timer and another timer. That's getting us 350 time bucks a second now. 400 mil time bucks a second. Like, if I save up 8 billion for a wristwatch, is this actually the evolution of clocks as well? I realized sundial, probably the first one, then hourglass, then whatever a water clock is, then a I mean, you can't use metronome to tell the time, can you? Well, I guess you can, if you count. For me, that's more of a musical device. But then a round wall clock, then an alarm clock, then they're like, let's just put it in a square. I mean, it's still round, but it's in a square. Then a stopwatch. Then they put it on your wrist. That does sort of make sense, thinking about like the iPhone. Anyway, let's unlock the wristwatch. 750 time bucks a second. So basically, each one of these will add 1 billion per second. Oh, look, the number's back. We got 1.1 billion a second. Okay, cool. Now I can actually see what we're adding. That's good to know. All right, each click I do now is worth 8,000. We do a whole lot of auto clicking and fill up that bar. What are these worth now? 6 billion. Oh my goodness. 6 billion each. So now we've got 100 billion. We can get the Cuckoo clock. All right, 7.4 billion a second. Let's add 50% clock speed twice. Another Cuckoo clock. Another wristwatch. Do some auto clicking. Oh my goodness, look. It's like a helicopter blade. Like the second hand is spinning so fast. It's just like a helicopter. By the way, each click adds 32,000 seconds on. I've been playing the game for 2 months. That is a lot of months. And I have no regrets as well because numbers getting bigger. My cup of tea. My cup of nifty. Anyway, what are these worth now? 21 billion each. Nice. Let's get a few more Cuckoo clocks on the go. Let's double the clock speed. I mean, it's not double. It's plus 50%, but you know what I mean. All right, then we unlock those. 80 billion every single one of those bubbles. That's not bad. Yeah, I can make it better though. 15% time bucks. It's gonna cost me a quadrillion. So boosh, let's do that. Let's double my clicks as well. They're now 65,000 per click. I've been in the game 10 months, 11 months. I've been in the game over a year now. So much so I can afford the Fireplace clock that adds 80 billion time bucks a second. Why is that one so good? Like, it's just a clock you shove in your fireplace. Why? I don't understand why that one's so much better than the others. Anyway, keep clicking, Matt. Keep clicking. Hang on, what are they worth now? 131,000. And these little things, 240 billion. Time to add some more Fireplace clocks. So we're getting 206 billion a second. Each one of these adds like a good, is it like 60 billion they're adding? Like 80 billion. Oh my god, 80 billion. That's quite a lot. We'll add some Cuckoo clocks as well. Maybe some wristwatches. All right, we're now getting 609 billion every single second. Now it does look like a helicopter, like rotating on the spot. All right, so what do we need for the next one? The pocket watch. 50 quadrillion. Okay, that's still quite a way off. Let's add a few more Fireplace clocks. Click on these. Oh, they get us 1.7 quadrillion now. 50% clock speed increase. And then let's click as well. I feel like we need some more of those, the bubbles. Bubbles.
Well, here goes.
I progressed time 87 months already in this game. And we're now getting a quadrillion a second without me clicking. So my clicks are like, they're not even needed. But I'm just doing it for the banter, basically. All right, what are these worth? 1.9 quadrillion. Yes, please. All right, we're actually flying up to 50 quadrillion. Combined with these, yes, we are there. We've got 61. Okay, now pocket watch unlocked. That's added 3.6 quadrillion a second on. Look at the clock fly. We've been playing 197 months. Let's increase the speed by 50%. We're now getting 30 quadrillion every single second now. That is absolute stonks. I'm going to spend 100 quadrillion doing that. That's the 15% time buck bonus. Let's increase speed as well. And then let's see, what are each of these worth? So So 63 quadrillion. Right, what do we need for the long case clock? It'll give us 96 quadrillion a second. I think, does that cost 1.7 quintillion? I think it's a bigger Q, isn't it? So 1.7. I got 1.3. Okay, if I increase clock speed and increase my clicks and then click as well, how fast is that going up? I think that's 0.4, 0.5. Yeah, it's not great. I'm not going to lie. But we're back up to 1 quintillion. We've got, more of these bonuses. They're always good. Okay, so now we can afford the long case clock. 126 quadrillion a second. Let's add a few more pocket watches and fireplace clocks. So now we're up to 141 quadrillion a second. These get us nearly 300 as well. So I've added a couple more on. We're now up to 529. No. I can afford another one. 625 quadrillion a second. Yeah, and by the way, each one of my clicks, it's worth 1 million. And I can afford to double that. Should I double it? I can double it again. So now each one is worth 4 million. Surely that's gonna help us. Surely. Right, anyway, before we fill that up, let's do the 15% bonus and the clock speed increase and a long case clock. So these are now worth 1.6 quadrillion each. Or quintillion, actually. They were big Qs. Right, and then we can have a little look down and see. We've been playing the game for 1,700 months. That's a long time. That's a really long time. Although we're still progressing the clock. It just keeps going. And we got to get to 50 quintillion. There we go. So we can unlock the street clock. Oh, I used to have one of them in like my old house in the garden. But it's worth 2 quintillion a second. We're only making 1.5. So that should go up to 3.5. Yeah, nice. So that is fat stonks. These are now worth 7.9 quintillion? I think so. It means we can afford another street clock and potentially, yeah, another one. So I'm making 7.5 quintillion a second. To unlock the next thing we need 5 sextillion. That's a lot of clicking. That is really a lot of clicking. Over 3,000 months have passed, by the way. I kind of thought it would tell me like how many years that is. I have to do that in my head. I don't want to do that in my head. So 4,132 months. If I divide that by 12, 344 years have passed. I've probably got like a grey beard at this point. My editors have been locked in the cellar this whole time. They're probably just dust at this point. But yeah, 50% clock speed, add some street clocks. And what do we need? 5 sextillion. That's quite a long way off, I'm not going to lie. Let's increase my clicks as well. Each click is now worth 33 million. At this point though, is 33 million seconds really worth anything? I mean, to be fair, it's worth just over a year. But still, more street clocks, more long case clocks. All right, so then we're at 19,000 months. Now, things really have ground to a halt, though. What's a P start? Get a permanent 2 times bonus, but you have to start all over again? Oh, really? I guess this is what I was meant to have done. Oh, so now we're back to the beginning. Are you sure there's a 2 times bonus? Oh, look, there it is. Wait, that was worth 53 a sec. Okay, this is actually quite good. Hang on, let's unlock this. Oh, this is progressing really nice. Let's get some hourglasses on the go. Oh, this is going really fast. They're already worth 17,000. How's everything worth so much? What? It's only a 2 times bonus, apparently. Hang on, what do I need for the next one? I got to get to 350 days, do I? I could have increased so much earlier. I need an auto clicker just to get the unlocks going. Have we done it now? That's 350 days easily. To get a permanent 2 times upgrade and reset again. Yes. Okay, so we're back at the start again. But now, if I increase the sundial, yeah, times 4. Oh, times 4 is quite a big boy perk. Look, I can't even unlock these fast enough. I'm literally using an auto clicker to unlock everything. Oh, look at all the bubbles. Look at all the bubbles. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's a lot of unlocks. That's a lot of bubbles. Oh, this is so much better. Right, what do I need to get the next, like, prestige? 17,500 days. Okay, got it. I mean, I think I've done it already. Prestige. Yeah. It's literally taking seconds to prestige. Okay, so we start again. We just build up the clicks. And then, as soon as we unlock the sundial, that's times 8. Oh my goodness. I can literally unlock everything, like, easily. Like, it's been seconds and we're making 11.1 quadrillion a second. Or is that quintillion? I think it was quintillion because we're up to 15 a second. Look, I've unlocked Big Ben. We didn't even know what Big Ben was before. But that is now unlocked. All these bonuses, like this one's only It only costs 15. I've got 16 sextillion on me. So let's also click to unlock all those and those and those. Because yes, that is cash. Oh, and don't let those go off screen. They're worth loads. The bubbles, the bubbles. But right, what is prestiging? We need 29,000 months. That's quite a lot. Wait, no, it isn't. I've got 69,000 months. Look how many days have passed. 2 billion days? Okay, let's reset. This is... This is actually a little bit mental. Like, I can literally just auto-click all of these. We've done a good job. What are we on? 700. Oh, we can prestige. We'll prestige again. Right, and then I think we're gonna speed run this, okay? Easy speasy. Take notes, mate. So, boosh, sundial, hourglass, water clock, fire clock, metronome, those. Unlock all these things over here so that time does actually progress. Grab all those, go back to unlocking stuff. Alarm clocks, square clock, timers, wristwatch, blah, 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 blah. So many everythings. Unlock these. Get a bit of those, bit of clicking. All right, pocket watch, long case, street clock, Big Ben, digital watch, smartphone. I feel like I'm on one of those game shows where I'm just reading out the prizes. All right, and then finally, the smartwatch. We did it. We bought all the watches. So that took us about a minute. We've progressed time by 24 million months, which if you were to do the maths, is just over 2 million calendar years. So basically, RCE has outlived mankind and everything that you've ever known. And on that note, I'll say peace, love, and really, really big numbers. Bye, guys!